To put Kirk Cousins in this list is ludicrous.
And I think someone from the South is obviously going to get better. And I think you could put the conversation that two teams from the South are going to be just as good, if not better.
What?
From the NFC South? Who? Here we go. Got more Dak Prescott disrespect. Mr. Dan Orlovsky of ESPN had a top 5 quarterback list in the NFC. Mind you, not the NFL, in the NFC. And his list is pretty bizarre, to say the least.
I would right now, if you asked me to rank the NFC quarterbacks, it's Matthew Stafford 1. I would probably put Jordan Love at 2 and Brock Purdy at 3. But if you flip-flop those guys for me, I would have no argument on that. I'd probably put Kirk Cousins at 4 and Jared Goff at 5. So Love is on his way. The 9-game stretch, he was one of the best quarterbacks in all of football.
How? Hold on, bro. How?
So this is where biasness just needs to end the conversation. Okay, first of all, we knew he was going to put Matt Stafford on this list. He's a homer. It's his homeboy. They played together on the Lions. We get that. Number 2, he went with Jordan Love. Okay, I dissect all of this. Let's just get to the list. 3 is Brock Purdy. He loves Brock Purdy a lot. 4 is Kirk Cousins, and 5 is Jared Goff. Where's Dak Prescott? Why is Kirk Cousins even on this list? I understand. Okay, if you want to put Matt Stafford, cool. I mean, first, cool. He's a Super Bowl champion. He played like a Super Bowl caliber MVP, even though he didn't get the award. Cooper Kupp got the award. He was capable of winning that Super Bowl MVP. He's arguably one of the most talented quarterbacks when it comes to explicitly throwing the football. So if you want to put him first, even though he is a homer, so technically he put him in there first for more than outside of football reasons. But if you want to put him 1, I'm not going to argue with you about it. I'm really not. Last year he had a down year, and the year before that, he's been hurt. He's been hurt on and off this season. He's got some great weapons now, but to put Kirk Cousins in this list is ludicrous. Why? Kirk Cousins shouldn't even be touching top 6. I know that's probably a blasphemous statement, but I promise you I can find a 6th quarterback better than Kirk Cousins in this division. I mean, this Dak Prescott hate has to stop. If you want to put Jordan Love 2, cool. But that is a tall ask to put Jordan Love 2nd. I understand he went 9-1 in his last couple games, but he won 1 playoff game. Can we take it easy? Can we take it easy? Are we not going to talk about the last quarter and a half from the tail in the 3rd quarter and the last quarter against San Francisco where he wet the bed? Are we going to talk about that? This is 1 season of success. Dak Prescott's been in here for 8 years. He's came off of back-to-back 12-win seasons. Granted, with no playoff success outside of winning one playoff game in the last 2 seasons, but Jordan Love's won 1 playoff game. It's sure you can say Dallas, he carved Dallas up, but let's just be honest. Can we just be honest? The Cowboys just wet the bed. Did Jordan Love put on a good performance? Yes. Well, did he put on a good performance against in the beginning of the San Francisco divisional game, specifically in the first half and going into a little bit into the 3rd quarter? Yes. But at the end of the time, when the moment got big, he didn't show up. Jared Goff, okay, cool. He's been to a Super Bowl. He just took a team that he's been on for his 2nd year now. Took him to the NFC Championship game. They honestly, in my opinion, should have won that game if they wouldn't have just threw the game away, which Jared Goff was a reason behind that. But Ben Johnson wanted to get in his own head. Fine, I'm cool with it. If you want to put Brock Purdy in there, fine, I'm cool with it. Brock Purdy's been to a Super Bowl and an NFC Championship in the last 2 seasons. I got it. Cool. A lot of people like to put Brock Purdy down. It's a testament to the talent that he's accumulated. I'm not going to argue with you about that. You know, the guy's got the talent, and we saw that in a little bit of spurt with specifically when they lost the Cleveland Browns game when Deebo Samuel and Trent Williams ain't there. Pretty pedestrian. But I'm not going to argue if you want to put Brock Purdy in top 5. I'm really not. But we're not going to sit here and act like Dak Prescott's not in the top 5. Let's just be honest. The Dak hate's gotta stop. You tell me right now Dak Prescott's not a top 5 quarterback? He's top 3. If you want me to do a list, I'm taking Kirk Cousins off. Kirk Cousins gotta go. And I'm keeping those 5 that's already in there. Could I put Jalen Hurts in there? I got to see something else from Jalen Hurts. I didn't like what I saw last season. I want to know if it is a fluke or not. I've seen Jalen Hurts plenty of times. I am a Cowboys fan. I'm not being a Jalen Hurts hater. Specifically at the quarterback position, I would rather like other prospects. I personally would take Matthew Stafford. I would take Dak Prescott over Jalen Hurts. I would take Brock Purdy over Jalen Hurts. And I would take Jordan Love and Jared Goff over Jalen Hurts. That's just me. I just don't think he throws a nice football. But in no particular order, that is my ranking. Now, if I would like to rank them, Dak's not number 1. I'd probably put Dak 2 or 3. I'll put Dak 2 or 3. Maybe probably 3. I would probably keep Matthew Stafford at 1 because I like Matthew Stafford. I'm a big Matthew Stafford guy. But to me, there's not, with this NFC list, there's not a predominant like number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 you can do. It's like pick your preference. Honestly, if I'm going off potential, I would put probably Jordan Love. I like Jordan Love's game. I really do. I just don't like the fact that he's just shading Dak Prescott. And like Dak Prescott ain't a top 5 quarterback. It's ludicrous. So when it comes to just putting them in, I'm not going to rank them because I can't really put it in a ranking. I mean, I really can't get an idea of what I would like to do. This is off the top of the dome, top of the head. But just know Dak Prescott's a top 5 quarterback. And he's top 3. Easily. And moving on. He also had some words to say about my team being 8th best in the NFC.
So I have them 8th and out of the playoffs. I think San Francisco's better. I think Philly's better. I think Detroit is better. I think Green Bay is better. I think the Rams are better. I think Seattle's better. And I think someone from the South is obviously going to get better. And I think you could put the conversation that 2 teams from the South are going to be just as good, if not better.
What?
From the NFC South? Who? What team are you putting right now in the NFC South better than Dallas? I know you're not going to say the Falcons. Kirk Cousins ain't even took a snap with them yet. And okay, they got a pretty good offense right now. Are we going to act like that? Really? We're going to act like that defense has been getting cooked last year? Really? I understand they got Jesse Bates. I understand Grady Jarrett's still there. Jeff Okuda. They probably got another good DB. They got a little kind of linebacker, but can we start the presence? And I know you're not talking about the Saints. With that head coach? Dennis Allen? Really? With Derek Carr? Really? Cutting Michael Thomas? All they have is Alvin Kamara? I'm not a huge fan of their wide receiver they got. Can we stop? Please. And the Rams? I know you love Matthew Stafford, bro. But Dallas has beat the Rams the last 2 seasons. And the Rams just lost their best one, arguably one of the best defensive tackles they ever played a game in Aaron Donald. Seriously? So you saying we don't draft well. And you're saying that we don't have these positions, but you're going to bet on them getting Jared Verse and the defensive tackle from Florida State. You just act like they're just going to replace Aaron Donald in that defensive line. We're going to neglect that they have no corners at the moment. No safety. Jalen Ramsey's not there no more. On the offensive end, sure. But you better worry about that O-line. But I understand you got Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp, Tyler Higbee. He's coming back off an injury. Fine, cool. I'm cool with it. But you better worry about that offensive line. And your quarterback can't stay healthy. In Seattle? Seriously? So we're just going to bet on Geno Smith? Really? Really? I don't understand. Who does Seattle even have on defense? They got 2 good corners. Devin Witherspoon looks like he's going to be gas. Tariq Woolen. And they got a good defensive line player. I cannot remember the guy's name. But they have no linebackers. Mafe. That's the guy's name. They have Mafe. Other than that, offensively, if you want to say that they're probably better than Dallas right now, yes, they got DK, they got Jackson Smith-Njigba, they got Tyler Lockett. Okay, fine. Do they even have, who do they have at tight end? Noah Fant. Okay, fine. Cool. And Kenneth Walker III. If you want to say their offense is better than Dallas, but as an all-around team, so right now you would take Seattle to beat Dallas. You're insane. 8th best and out of the playoffs. The Cowboys are going to win 10 games. And they're making the playoffs. They might not win their division, but they're making the playoffs. Okay? So you tell me the Cowboys is not a top 7 team in the NFC East? Really, Dan Orlovsky? You're smarter than this. Okay, I'm not going to argue with you with Green Bay. I'm not going to argue with you with San Francisco, Detroit, because I mean, even though we did beat Detroit, but if you ask me right now, if we lined up 1-on-1 against Detroit right now, would they beat us? Absolutely. So, if you want to give me Philly, maybe. I got to see Philadelphia, okay? I'm not as sold as all you are on Philadelphia, okay? Because they got my old offensive coordinator. Kellen Moore actually might run Jalen Hurts to the ground, because Jalen Hurts is a running quarterback last time I checked. He's not really good at dropping back and throwing the football. That's when you start getting a lot of picks and pick sixes. So yeah, I'm gonna wait to see on Philadelphia, but Dallas is at least 4. I wouldn't take it right now over Green Bay. I wouldn't take it right now over San Francisco and Detroit. That is it. That is it. Dan Orlovsky, you have some very controversial takes at times, and it may be part of your job. I'm not even gonna say to even get you off a first take. That'd be pushing it. You're a smart guy. You play the quarterback position. You have some nice takes every now and then. But this, my buddy, has got to be one of the worst takes that you've ever had. Dan Orlovsky, you're better than this. Come on, man. The NFL season's coming up. Quit hating on the Cowboys. I understand they're not going to be a great team to watch this year. Are they going to make the playoffs? Yes. Are they going to make any noise in the NFL this year? No. But that don't give you right to trash Dak Prescott and the Cowboys and make it seem like they're like the mediocre trash in the NFC this year. Can we stop that? Can we just stop it? A down of football hasn't even been played yet. Can we at least wait to see if some of these teams that you're thinking is going to be all of a sudden better than the Cowboys actually show it? Because Dallas is riding off a back-to-back regular season. If we can bet on one thing with Dallas, they actually win in the regular season. Okay? Stop your crap. If you enjoyed my quick reaction to this stupid news, it's got me mad as all get out right now. Comment down below if you agree with me. Comment down below if you do agree with me. Comment down below if you think Dan Orlovsky. I can't even talk.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Comment down below if you think Dan Orlovsky is just got one of the worst quarterback lists and the worst top 8 teams list of all time. And drop a like on the video. As always, subscribe for more. Peace, love, and positivity always, y'all. See you.